Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still new, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. I am almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so excited to get to 1,000 because there's things that YouTube will let me do once I get to 1,000. For everyone who's already my viewer and my subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you all. I especially love your comments. I love to see how um, my readings are bringing you clarity and guidance and helping you know that you're doing the right thing and telling you when you need to do something different. And I just really appreciate it. So if this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. For those of you who do not know, who are new here, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames that's based on my life and my twin flames' life. I've written 2 books in the series. It's called Perception, the 2 Yet 1, books 1 and 2. I am reading book 1 aloud live on Facebook and then uploading the lives here to YouTube. There are 18 chapters in book 1, in both books actually. And I've read up to chapter 14, so I'm almost done, but I don't have them all in there just yet. I'm not quite finished reading it. In the description box below, you can find links to view or listen to me reading my book aloud. You can find links to purchase my books from Amazon. You can find a link to my author's page on Facebook, as well as my personal Facebook wall. I also have a link in there for the playlist that I created for it, so you can also just look here on YouTube. I'll have a playlist that says Perception, the 2 Yet 1. It will have all the chapters in it, as well as the trailers that I created for each of the books. There's links for the trailers in the description box too. You can, I did a couple of lives a few years back telling my story. Okay, so my story is really long. It took 2 hours to relate to people. I was new at going live too, so but I tell my story and why I'm doing all of this, so you can check that out. Also, my friend April just started an astrology channel here on YouTube. Her link is in the description box. Give her a shot and subscribe. She is so awesome and calming. Also, if you would like a personal reading, the information for that is also in the description box. I just would like to say, though, the week of Christmas, I'm here in the United States, and Christmas for us is December 25th. So that entire week, I will not be doing readings, not these readings or personal readings. So if you would like a personal reading, I'll need to do it before Christmas week. If you would like to purchase a reading as a gift for someone for Christmas, get a hold of me and we'll work out how and when those readings will be done. Okay, for those of you who are not new, you'll note, and perhaps you missed last week, you'll notice that I have a different deck. For my birthday in October, I was gifted this beautiful unicorn tarot. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I am a unicorn at heart. This is the Unicorn Tarot by Suzanne Starr and illustrated by Liz Hilton. My sister gave it to me. I brought out a few more things. Brought out my unicorn, which I put wings on to make it an alicorn. And I love these shells because they look like unicorns. And I've just found some other things here, like my lovely Isis that I brought out, because I do have a very deep connection with Mary. This is a stone that I found in my yard. And I just think that that's her silhouette right there. You see that? And then when you turn it around, what you see is a heart. So this is my, we can find Jesus and Mary in a lot of things, and this is what I found Mary in. So yeah, I'm very close with Mary the Mother and Mary Magdalene as well. And in case you've been wondering what this is a bottle of water from Lourdes, France, where Saint Bernadette saw the lady. Okay, that's my water. This is my altar. I've got my earth, I've got my air, this is a little feather, I got my fire, and I've got my water. Okay, so that's what that's about. Oh, and also I brought out my white wolf, my animal totem. This is my mystical, magical animal totem. All right, enough of that. Just thought I'd point all that out to you. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will as a being. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint, which is the plan that you made before you incarnated to learn certain lessons to raise the vibration of your soul. So it's kind of like destiny and free will, okay? So this is the energy that is at the heart of everything for you at this time. This is earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. This is, if you've been with me for a while, the last deck I used, the Thoth deck, it didn't have kings or pages or reversed meanings, and this one does. So I have some notes here. I like to harness the energy of a deck that, it was created with these meanings in mind. And then what I'm going to end up doing is have a few of these decks and then be drawn to these decks, so I get different messages. Sometimes it's interesting how you get this different meanings for a card from a different deck. So that way it allows spirit to speak through me in another way. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is right side up here. This is what's at the heart of everything for you right now, and this is, instead of change, and see, in my last deck it was called change. This is called extra responsibility. Not called, but it's this is the meaning. Extra responsibility. Decision needs to be made. Okay. So like in the Rider Waite, it would be like juggling, finances, the daily struggle. This is what I would say sometimes for my last deck, my Thoth deck. What it meant over there, though, was change, a certain amount of change, the energies of life that go back and forth, and how that, it's a lot. It was a lot like the Libra energy, beginnings and endings, the Justice energy, and also very twin flame for me because it had two discs. Its discs had yin and yang energy in them, but this one is different. See, look at how different it is. And that's why I'm learning the meanings for each deck. I've got notes here, and that's why, because for you right now, Sagittarius, this means you've taken on extra responsibility and that there's a decision that needs to be made. This is a little bit more like the Two of Swords. And also the Two of Wands in my other deck was like crossroad, a decision needs to be made. So this isn't really about juggling. This is about extra responsibility and a decision that you have to make. And it has to do with your health and your wealth. It's your earthly life, okay? Now, this is the energy that is directly affecting what's at the heart of everything. And it's the Ace. So, I mean, wow, right? So this is the very beginning. Something similar to this happened in, I think it was Aries reading that I just did. They had the Ace of Wands and then the Two of Wands. And now you've got this, though, in the Pentacles. And whereas the Ace was here and the Two was here for Aries, this is right smack dab in the middle for you. So this is, you are dealing with a new beginning, and you need to make a decision about this new beginning. Okay? This could be putting down roots somewhere else. This is the seed to be planted. Okay? This is, for this deck it says financial opportunity or windfall and business advancement. Okay? So there's something going on with money. A new beginning in money. And it may be, I just keep feeling like this is the seed that needs to be planted. You may need to move. Okay? This is the decision that you need to make. Are you going to go ahead and get involved in this if it means you've got to put your roots down somewhere else? Okay? But you've also got this energy of extra responsibility. Okay? So would this put more on your shoulders. Let's see what else the cards say. All right, so what is at the root of all this here? We have the Knight of Cups. And Cups energy, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be any one of those, but all Knights are bringers of change. And what he is he's like a Prince Charming, knight in shining armor, somebody coming in to offer you their cup of love. And there's no gender involved here either. I mean, a knight can just as much be a woman than a man. But this is in reverse. Okay, so this is a charming masculine who breaks hearts easily. Okay, there's a masculine that is involved here, and he's very charming and he breaks hearts quite easily. Okay, so your heart may have been broken, and this decision with this new venture is, do you want to continue on? Somehow this is, maybe you have a boss who is very charming but doesn't seem to make decisions that are very good for you. You could be involved in business with someone that you love, but they break your heart. This is the energy that is moving out of your life at this time. You were happy at one point, as happy as you could possibly be. This is the Sun, and it's got these two people on it that make me want to call this the Lovers. But notice how the unicorn is looking away. Okay? And This is happiness, this is success, this is fulfillment, this is goals attained. Most of the time, I would say that this is, whenever you get this card, this is the happiest card in the deck. Whenever you get this card, and especially right side up, all the negativity isn't as bad as it could be. But I'm feeling that because this is the section where this happiness is moving out of your life, well, any negativity in here won't be as bad as it could be, but your happiness is moving out of your life. This is moving out of your life. When you're around someone who takes your love and then breaks your heart, just think about that. How much more do you want to invest in a person like that, who puts so much responsibility on you, probably? Now, here is this interesting thing going on here now. These are your future cards. They're both reversed, and they're both cards of Aries. So this could be an Aries. Doesn't have to be. It could be somebody who embodies this energy. But this is two cards of Aries right next to each other. Now, I've been saying that these cards have been doing stuff like this. They've been giving me the King and Queens, and they're right next to each other. And they've been giving me this, the ones and the twos in succession to one another, except this is kind of backwards. And now you've got these two reversed Aries cards as well. So, and what we have here is we have a naive Aries, and then here we have this Emperor. Okay, so I have to start reading this before I know which one will happen first. These are both future cards. So this is the Emperor in reverse. And as a twin flame person, I'm all about the masculine and the feminine. This is the sacred masculine. This is Mars. Mars represents the sacred masculine. Venus represents the sacred feminine, and so the Empress is Venus. This is Aries. The Empress is Libra or Taurus, who are both ruled by Venus, okay? Now, this Emperor is the boss energy, okay? This is a very powerful person, a very powerful masculine, man or woman, it doesn't matter. But when he's in reverse, this is the distorted masculine. This is the negative aspects of the divine masculine. This is domineering and even tyrannical. And this is power hungry to the extent of hurting others. That's what this deck says about this Emperor. You'll see how this is cups and then this is Aries, which is fire. It doesn't really matter if this is really an Aries. This is the energy of this person, this charming person. Aries can be very charming. This charming person hurts people and breaks their hearts. Okay? This is a tyrant. This is a person with power who uses it in the wrong way. This is somebody who's domineering and toxic. This is someone who is aggressive, unstable, selfish, combative. And that's how they hurt you. That's how they break your heart. Now, this is... Now, if you've been with me, you'll notice that whenever I got the Fool from my last deck, from the Thoth deck, he had abundance all around him. Yes, he looked innocent, but he was a leap of faith, faith in the divine. In this deck, he seems to be naive. In this deck, it's all about rushing forward, where fools rush in. Wise men fear to tread. See what I mean? This is what this is all about. He's naive and he's foolish. This is the reversed. So this is an excitable and foolish person about, excitable and foolish about the situation at hand. You cannot trust your emotions right now. So emotions. This one's going to happen first. And then I think you may end up getting a taste of the tyrant. All right. This is your hope card. This is the Seven of Cups. Now, this is also in reverse. So this is, see when he's like this, you know, I've been getting him a lot. His face kind of cracks me up. He kind of looks like a confused Saruman from Lord of the Rings, right? But he's in reverse for you. And once again, we have emotion, and this is your hope card. So Seven of Cups in reverse for this deck is order, understanding, priorities and perspective, and clear judgment. Okay? But this is an emotional thing. This is cups. Okay? This is emotion. This is what you're hoping for. But Sagittarius, this card is telling you not to trust your emotions right now. This is not order. Okay? This is not order. That's a good hope, though. Keep hoping, because hope is what brings in your reality. Now, this is what I love. This is what I love right here. I love it when a sign comes into their own reading. And I love this even more because this is the environment or state of being. This is you. I know I'm all excited. I get excited when I get kings and pages, and I get excited when you get into your own reading here. Okay, so Sagittarius, this is you, and you're right side up. Okay, so you're doing moderation. You are pretty well balanced right now. You are so what this is saying for this deck, it says do nothing at this time. Moderation, good omen. Everything comes to those who wait, and patience is a virtue. Okay? So, as a Sagittarius, you're already good at patience. Okay? There's nothing for you to do right now except stay balanced, stay in your own energy. You know? Look at how relaxed that unicorn is. Okay? But look at her face. She's watching. She doesn't look naive to me. Okay? Now, this is your fear card. Oh, Sagittarius, you don't want to be alone, okay? This is being happy by yourself, okay? The Nine of Discs or Pentacles is being a self-made person, being independent on your own. And this is being emotionally independent. This is being happy by yourself. Okay, so what this is telling me is that you're afraid to be by yourself. You might have a part of you that is I just heard codependent. Now the upright meaning for this deck is fulfillment of wishes, and happiness may be temporary. So you know what? Nobody is going to be afraid of the fulfillment of their wishes. The happiness may be temporary part. That's what sounds like a fear, doesn't it? But I'm feeling very strongly. I mean, look at how bored he is. Maybe you get bored when you're by yourself, but we have to be good by ourselves or we're codependent, okay? Nine of Cups is happy. Being happy and good on your own, okay? I feel like you're afraid that your happiness will be temporary, but Sagittarius, it is with this person. This is a heartbreaker. This is a tyrant. Okay, so now what we have here is the Page of Swords. Okay, this page is in reverse here. So this is your outcome. This is quick to criticize, may lead to discord, offense, or lack of cooperation from other parties. Okay, so this is a youthful energy. Okay, this is sword energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. This could be a young air sign in your life, but I feel like this could be you or this could be the other person. Okay? Because you're sitting in here in your balance, right here, this may be the person. Okay? This may be this heartbreaker who is quick to criticize. Okay? And when that happens, it's going to lead to discord and offense or lack of cooperation from other people. Okay, so if you end up being critical of this person, they're going to give you an earful. Okay? Maybe that's why you're being told not to do anything. Okay? Now, for those of you who have been here with me for a while, you know that I do the underlying energy under the deck, and then what I would do is I would say, okay, so this is this, and then yeah, this is going to happen, and then this is going to happen. It was like a future. It was like a continuation of the story. But in this deck, it's telling me the underlying energy is the past. What already happened. So now what I'm going to do for this deck, I'm just going to do like 4 of these, and not go further, because we already know what happened. You already know what happened. And I think what we're trying to get out of readings like this is stuff like what's going to happen in the future, what kind of advice, what do I need to know? So instead of doing this, I think starting next week, oh, pardon me. Starting next week, I'm going to grab an oracle deck. I've started to collect a few oracle decks. And so instead of doing this part for this particular deck, I'm just going to pull a few oracle cards so that we can get more advice, so that we can get more insight, okay? All right, so what we have here is judgment, okay? A judgment is being made, or a judgment was made, okay? This was a judgment made in your favor. Okay, this is about repenting and forgiving, a rebirth, an improvement, a possible resurrection. Okay, so this already happened. All right, this was new love, meeting a soulmate, an emotional reason to celebrate. Okay, so that was this guy, this person. Okay, this heartbreaker that you thought was just so wonderful. He's so charming, he or she. And then also this happened because before this night, you were dealing with some financial struggle, some sort of financial frustration. And this says financial struggle or frustration, possible psychosomatic or genuine illness. Okay, so this is what you were dealing with before you found this love, and then also you were overburdened. This says danger of taking on more than one can handle. Okay, so this is, you were feeling, really oppressed. You were feeling very tired, and you may have felt like there was something wrong with you, and then you came across this person, and then it was a decision was made, and you got involved with this person, and that's where we went. So, I mean, see what I mean? You already know that. Next week we'll do oracle cards. So how much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor arcana. As I said earlier, the major arcana having to do with your divine blueprint. And so that's kind of a destiny where we have free will. So I believe that we can have something, part of our divine blueprint in front of us. We can make a decision and change what could have happened, but that the energy of this divine blueprint can come back in if it's very important. I feel like, spirit is awesome. Spirit can do that. Sometimes we make decisions and that energy leaves. Okay. But anyway, so the major arcana are sort of like a destiny, and the others are free will. So that's how I gauge the control. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4, right? I almost missed one last reading. It was temperance. Okay, so 4 out of 10 cards, Sagittarius, there is a big lesson to be learned here. I'm going to tell you what I learned a long time ago as a young woman. Just because there's love doesn't mean it works out. Okay? And I've been learning that also recently again. So, a decision needs to be made again. See here with the Judgment card, you made a decision. You had this new beginning, and you made the decision, and Sagittarius, you are right back at that same place now. A new beginning and a decision to be made. Okay? So, yeah, so that's you were meant to enjoy this time in the sun. Okay? And whichever, this isn't as bad as it could be because of the presence of this card, okay? But that doesn't take away from this person that's a heartbreaker, okay? So don't be naive. Don't trust your emotions at this time, because this person is, well, enough said. All right, Sagittarius, I kind of hope this didn't resonate with you. It didn't turn to, I get so excited when you come out, but this person is, well, that's what I have for you at this time, Sagittarius. Love you and blessings, and see you next time.